Welcome to my cycle trip from Japan to South Korea. So far, I crossed over from the East Coast, Tokyo, to the West Coast here. And now I will continue all the way to the ferry port to South Korea. So it's late afternoon now and there are thunderstorms forecasted for tonight. So I'm trying to find a hotel because I need shelter. Booked myself a room here, Hotel Route Inn. Yep.
This is breakfast for free.
Okay.
This is restaurant.
What is this room like? Oh, tiny. Very tiny. In here, toilet. And the window, very hard to access. Back to the car park. There is no bathroom in the room, but you are allowed to use a hot spring. Changing baskets and even dryer. I can dry my things. So let's see. Looking forward to get in here. Get all the sweat off from the day. I had a very good cleanup in the bath, but now it's time to go to bed, get some rest. See you in the morning. Clouds are hanging low this morning. It's been raining on and off. I just have a dry spell, so let's see what the day will bring. But it is very wet today. It has been raining on and off, but no problem as it's quite light rain and the temperatures is still super mild. Another Michi no Eki coming up. Oh, Takahama town. The picture looks great. There's actually a sort of lounge here where people are already staying, so I decided to find myself a home and sleep outside. Yeah, here it is. I'm Werner. Tony from Taiwan.
Yeah.
He's been cycling in Japan for many weeks now. And they're all staying here. And these guys are from Kyoto and are two surfers. And they're spending the weekend here and to do some surfing. This is Tony's bicycle. It's got a birdie, folding bike, and he brought it over from Taiwan. Amazing. Panniers, front panniers, back panniers, so heavily loaded.
It's heavy, you know. It's heavy.
Tonight's accommodation actually on grass, not on hard concrete. Here is a map of Japan. I started in Tokyo, crossed over all the mountains to the west coast, and now I'm here. So, but still a long way to go to the ferry port to Korea. Well, no, I have. I haven't used it yet.
About 1 week in Australia. Yeah,
I only had one, like yesterday was the only rainy day. I met Tony from Taiwan again a few times today. We have different speeds, but we sort of meet along the road. This is a flyover here and they guide the cyclists next to it. So Nice and safe here. Long queues to get in. I came across these red brick buildings, which have something to do with the military. And it's bank holiday today in Japan, and everybody is visiting these red brick buildings. Something to do with the military history of Japan. There are some military vehicles on display. Always crossing massive bridges who go over rivers, who come from the mountains. So, but they all have a pavement, so you always feel very safe to cross them. Bought some sushi from the supermarket, €2.66. And some people say Japan is expensive. I have another supermarket ready meal. I just microwaved it up here. It's udon noodles and some rice with vegetables, and I think there's some fish here as well. And they give you a free green tea here. All came to €3. Guys, tonight I'm in the bicycle shed of the council here. Still lit up here and nobody's around, so let's set up quickly and hopefully the light will go off later. Plenty of onigiris. And some more ready meals. Might go for one of those. Oh, I think I go for one of these rolls. Only 300 yen, it's less than €2. I went for both items, the sushi roll and another rice, vegetable, fish mix. Passing a little lay-by for nap parking. Having a little sleep. Never seen that anywhere else. All the rain cooled down the temperature a little bit. Now it's not 35 degrees anymore, only 25 degrees. Still warm, still hot, but much more, cycling is much more enjoyable now. Coming up, the tunnel infrastructure is unbelievable. If there's a mountain, they drill a hole through it. There are some roadworks in the tunnel at the moment. My Japanese friend Yama says Trial is the cheapest discount supermarket in Japan. Let's check it out. I never lock my bike here in Japan. Nobody steals. First thing here in the supermarket is sweet potato in a sort of on warm stone, so they are nice and warm and soft. 200 yen. It's €1.50 for one. Fruit is absolutely perfect. Apples, giant, €1.50 per apple. And look at the grapes. All grown to perfection. Citrus fruit all double packed and wrapped, all in plastic. Here's some pears you don't see in a European supermarket, sort of apple shape. Radish. Look at the size of that. They also have Korean kimchi here. I've been told that it's more sweet in Japan with kimchi, but still tasty. I think I get one. In the meat sections, everything is cut into pieces that it's easily eatable with chopsticks. And like in most Asian countries, instant noodles. Aisles and aisles, stacks and stacks, full of it. And the onigiris is rice wrapped in seaweed. Why don't we have that in Europe? such a good snack. And fridge is full of prepared meals. They are actually freshly made, usually in the same supermarket behind the counters. And these things are only between 3 to 5 euros. So amazing. And somebody tells me Japan is expensive. I think I grabbed one of some of these noodles. They are nice and filling and tasty. And the sushi, freshly prepared, looking so good. And I have to repeat it again, it's so cheap. Only a few euros or dollars, rolls. And they are usually made behind the all visible sashimi. You can only see that in specialized shops in Europe. Octopus, various fillets, beautifully prepared, but in a lot of plastic. In the bread department, Japanese people eat this sort of soft bread in sort of a few slices. I'm not touching that. Surprisingly, the rice is very expensive. It's 5 kilos, is 18 euros. So you can buy rice much cheaper in Europe. When Japanese people drink alcohol, they like to snack on dried fish. You get it in all shapes and variations, different types of fish. Quite thin and it's quite chewy, but quite tasty and a bit salty, so check out this dried octopus. Curries. I would love to buy a lot of stuff, but I'm on the bicycle. Well, let's check out. Oh, seriously. Paying, you need to go to a machine. 757. Confirm it and then push in the money. And confirm the change. And then it should come out. Here we go. All done. Every supermarket has got a microwave. And sometimes a bit difficult to work it out. So I'm quite close to the coast, but it's still mountainous here. I'm hoping to reach an onsen town tonight where I can get my body into some hot water. My bike is a Trek Navigator T10 with a steel frame. I think Trek doesn't do steel frames anymore and they're all aluminium. And I've got 2 Ortlieb panniers. They are absolutely waterproof, which is essential for Japan. And then I have a basket, which is sort of a bit of a bin. It's very useful, just throw things in. And it's quite low tech. It's a touring hybrid bike or whatever you call them. And but one essential thing, I've got a Mega Range cassette on the back, which is absolutely essential when it goes uphill. Then you can, it's like a granny gear, you can take a rest a bit. So that's it. It's a bit on its way out. Rust is starting. It's very aggressive air here. There's the salty air, but it does the job. You just need to push along. You don't need the best equipment. I noticed on the roadside are sprinklers, and I think they are for winter time to de-ice and defrost the roads with thermal water. I reached my destination, Yumura. Looks like a nice hot spring town here. Let's find some accommodation. Oh, bears here. People boil eggs here in the hot spring water. The water seems to be actually boiling. let's try this place here. It had reasonable rates on the internet, so let's go in.
왕릉, 왕릉.
Yeah. Thank you.
こちらもお手洗いとバスルーム。
Bathroom? Yeah.
はい。
Okay.
では失礼いたします。
Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. This hotel was a bit over my budget. 83 euros for one night, but the standard is amazing. Let's pop out and explore a bit the town. This place at night is amazing. You can see the steam rising from the hot water. It's just unreal. Just walking through the sulfury steam. And it smells so strong. Yeah? And you can see the bubbles, so the water must be near boiling point. Pictures of the Tano and his wife, the Japanese king, still deeply respected. This is the biggest vase and the biggest plate I've ever seen. Wow. In a Japanese onsen resort, you usually put yourself into a yakuta, and I put that on now, and we are going up to the onsen. I hope I'm doing the right thing. There's men and women separate. Female. Oh, sumimasen. Where do I have to go? Ah, green.
中は
Huh? Here.
これ中は
Ah. Arigato gozaimasu. That was a bit confusing here now. There's no photos and phones. Nobody here. So let's continue. Huh? There's the baskets to put in. Look at it. A proper Japanese onsen. And I get it for myself. You wash yourself before you get in there. And it's a nice view on the 7th floor here over the onsen city. Good night from another interesting day in Japan. My breakfast in the hot spring hotel. Tofu. I dip tofu in here. Miso soup. Some egg, rice, salmon, salad, more pickles, and then a whole range of pastes and pickles. So many different things. I don't know where to start eating all this. And the setting is very beautiful. All eaten. Now a lot of washing up to do. There is another hot spring in the building. Let's check it out. Let's go in quick. Nobody's here at the moment. An indoor bit and also outside. The outside. Beautifully done with cedar wood, and you can sit here, and this one is the really hot one. Sort of natural waterfall. Beautiful. Good place to relax. The hot spring after breakfast was really nice. It's so relaxing and I feel so clean now. And here is sort of the chill out room. They arranged it so nicely. Beautiful. With a garden feature as well. On the road again after a night in a wonderful hot spring hotel with all the Japanese things you can imagine. Anyway, we're heading to Tottori and want to see the largest sand dune in Japan. I reached the Tottori sand dunes and I'm here at the visitor center and we'll explore the dunes a little bit in a while. At the moment there's some instructions for a school group here. UNESCO Global Geopark. This is one pile of sand. Some Japanese people have special overshoes that they don't get any sand in their shoes. Hello children! Konnichiwa! I've set up camp in a beach park and I borrowed a light from a vending machine. Today has been another fun day cycling here in Japan. It's just so good. Cycling from convenience store to convenience store, eating all that lovely food and just pedaling along, and the weather is great as well. So I hope I will continue till the ferry port to Korea and just follow for more in the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you then.